I already know I came from the assistant district attorney's office. You know how much I pay that guy to sit on his butt and screw things up while I'm not looking?
Did he tell you all about
Yes, I know about Julie Wainwright filing the protest because we didn't release Brick Walls.
Yeah, well, Miss Wainwright was here.
Between the two of us, who are you?
Muffy Banning, your temporary secretary.
Muffy? Just between the two of us?
Yeah.
Right. Just between the two of us. Julia Wainwright has deep emotional and psychological problems.
Yeah.
I remember that when I'm dealing with her, okay? Because,
okay.
I mean, she's not a well woman.
Yeah, I will. But listen,
Listen, I know. It isn't entirely her fault, Muff.
Uh-huh. Okay, but listen, I just want to say...
Castillo has something to do with this headache, and I want him on the phone, okay? Get on the...
are you sure you want me to do that?
What the hell kind of job description did I give you anyway?
Well,
huh? I mean, what... You are not supposed to give me advice. You are supposed to make coffee and make phone calls. You understand me? Yeah. I mean, you're not supposed to add pressure to my day. You're supposed to ease the pressure on my day. Okay? I mean, what's the point in having a temporary secretary when you're exactly the same as the regular secretary?
Yeah, well, I just thought that in...
I'll make the call to Castillo. Make the coffee. Muffy? What do her parents call their pets? Boy, have I got a message for you. Hi.
Oh, hi.
Didn't mean to scare you, but who are you? Where's Gina?
Oh, well, Mr. Timmons had her sent to Sacramento to work in the Attorney General's office. I'm just here temporarily.
Oh, Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Is Mr. Timmons in?
Well, yes, but I don't think this would be a good time to disturb him. Maybe I could help you.
I'm here to make a statement on the Brick Wallace case.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you see, we went to the assistant DA,
yeah,
and he referred us straight here.
He did?
Yes, he did.
Oh, dear. Well, there's probably some kind of forms that you're supposed to fill out here. Oh, wait, Mr. Timmons is off the line now. Maybe he could help you. I'll ask him.
Wonderful.
Well, if it isn't Nancy Drew and her dog Pearl. They solved any big crimes lately?
Bow wow. As a matter of fact, we would like to file a statement. She was attacked yesterday, as you may have...
Oh, yeah, I heard about this little campaign of yours. Didn't work, though, did it? I mean, came out without an ounce of evidence.
I saw him. Look, he had a knife. He was threatening to kill me.
All right. And then after you left, after you ran away, he just decided to straighten the place up, you know, do a little dusting. Right. Everybody's gonna buy it.
Would you listen to me, please?
Yes. No, you listen to me, okay? I know who put you out of this. Your good friend Cruz. He's trying to make us look foolish around here, isn't he? But I'm going to talk to the commissioner, and he's going to walk right into an IA investigation when he comes back from his honeymoon in the mountains.
Oh, wow. You didn't hear about it, did you?
What? Oh, what? Don't tell me. Princess Capwell came to her senses and called the whole thing off.
Mr. Timmons, it's what I've been trying to tell you all along.
What?
Inspector Castillo isn't in Utah.
Are you waiting for Haleyton? You didn't say a word in group. No, it might sound kind of funny, coming from me. But don't you think it would help if you talked about it, whatever's wrong?
I would. I mean, I meant to. That's why I came here today.
Well, I know it's really hard to talk about it when there are 10 people here you don't know.
It's not bad at all. I don't know. You just don't know what to say to somebody.
I want to be of some help. Ted, you've been so good to me.
Well, you already know what it is. I mean, it's in the papers.
Yes,
You could have.
but maybe you just need to say it. I know that's got to be all that's on your mind. If you just say her name.
Eden, all right? She is gone. My sister is gone.
I said it. What has it changed?
Go away.
Don't tell me to go away. You've been sleeping this off all day. Don't you think you ought to get yourself together? Don't tell me you're going to do this every time I'm gone 24 hours.
Oh my God, you're here. You're really here. I'm so glad you're here.
Of course I'm here. What's the matter? Don't you want me here?
No, I do. I want you. Are you kidding? Oh, God, I'm so glad you're here.
I'll always be here for you. I promise you that.
I had this terrible dream, baby. Where are you going?
I won't be gone long.
Wait a minute, don't, Eden, don't go! Eden.
It's just me, honey. I thought you were having a nightmare.
No, I was just having a dream. Eden was here. The nightmare is when I wake up and she's gone. Burning up with fever.
What about Brick?
We haven't found any evidence to prove that he's innocent. We just got solid evidence against him.
Well, Ken works for Brika. He had the perfect chance to set him up.
Hey, listen, don't bust my chops on this. We don't have any proof. We can't do anything about this guy until we catch him.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying that he has to wait in jail. Your friend Brick does, okay? He has to do... If you want to visit him, I'll get you a pass.
Visit him? You know you were holding an innocent man in jail. Why don't you just admit you could let him go, but your ego won't allow it?
Get her out of here, okay?
No, you know that it's true. And you also know that if you release Brick now, before Ken is caught, the press is going to blast you for arresting the wrong man.
I've been blasted before. It falls off my back like water off a duck.
You know, Ken could be 1,000 miles away from Santa Barbara by now.
Listen to me. I have an APB out on your bartender friend, okay? If you don't have faith in me, the Santa Barbara police may make some mistakes, but they generally get their man. Go talk to them, okay? Maybe they'll find your Ken. Maybe he's found his Barbie. But bug them and leave me in peace.
I'll give you your peace once we get Brick out of jail, all right? Now you have a very nice day.
I know you feel hot right now, but it's just a fever. You're gonna be okay. You hear me? You hear me? You're gonna be all right. Okay, sit you up. Now don't be afraid. We're gonna get you some help. We're gonna make sure you're fine. What are you doing?
I was just going to take these things back.
What are those things?
They're wedding presents. They were delivered when you were in Baja and Eden. I'm sorry. I just should have gotten rid of these things before you came back.
No. No, I'll take it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Might as well take them.
What's wrong?
That's Eden's handwriting. Surprise. Since our wedding is going to be so untraditional, we won't have any pictures. But I want us to have a wedding album anyway. I've already started it off.
Some selected highlights. You may have a picture or two hidden away somewhere that you'd like to include. And as you can see, we will still leave plenty of room for pictures of our kids. And our kids' kids. The whole rest of our lives. So get ready to smile a lot, kiddo. Well, it's always easy for me to smile when I'm with you. I love you, my husband. Eden.
I am submitting this motion to have the charges against Brick dropped. Now, you are to sign this affidavit declaring your office's intentions not to fight.
What is your passion for Brika? Is he the father of your baby?
You are not going to get me off the track.
It's all the talk of the courthouse, you know. I mean, we're placing bets. We have a pool here about who the father is. You want to see the list of candidates? I think I
You know what I want. You know what I really want? I want you to shut up and sign it.
All right. I'll sign.
Giving in?
Yeah, I'm giving in. I'll sign. You win. I lose. You got it?
Good. And I'm not going to let you back out of it.
Oh, here. Here's your affidavit. There it is. With my John Hancock on it, I'll get out. Yeah!
Gladly. Oh, gladly.
Julia.
What?
I heard about Eden.
You seen Cruz?
Yeah, I just saw him a while ago.
I hated this guy ever since high school. And the feeling's mutual, I think. I know how much she meant to him. I wouldn't have wished this on him. Or anyone.
Ted? How was group?
It's fine.
Did it help?
It was fine.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be pressuring you.
It's not. I'm just dealing with this thing the best way I can, all right? Look, there's somewhere I gotta go now.
Do you want some company?
No, I'm okay, really, right now.
Oh, well, where are you going to be later?
Probably at home. Or, no, Johnny's, probably.
I know Eden meant a lot to you. And I know this must be a terrible blow. Please, I want to comfort you. I want to be with you. Ted, I love you.
I gotta go, all right?
Can a man like that ever become district attorney right away?
Oh,
That's what
Jane.
makes my skin crawl.
Hey, well, why don't we kidnap his cat or something? No, in all seriousness, it's just going to be 1, 2, 3 before Brick gets out of jail.
I hope you're right.
And it's not going to be long before they nail that slime Ken, too.
He has had so much time to get away.
Yeah, well, I'm not exactly sure he wants to get away, you know what I mean?
What, you think he wants to be caught?
Well, I ain't no psychologist, but, I mean, the guy's made a lot of mistakes, hasn't he? It seems to me that he is just not very good in the head. Guys like that, they always end up getting caught.
I don't care how he gets caught, just as long as he goes to prison.
Well, woman, you're the one that can make sure of that because you're the only one that saw him, right? It's going to be your testimony that ices it.
Believe me, I am only too happy to do the honors.
Okay, Pearl. Now I believe it's your job to go upstairs and get Johnny's toys, okay? And, yeah, get his T-shirts, too. Okay.
And his model car, it should be up in the
Where?
nursery or downstairs someplace.
Okay,
I'll
will
look
do.
for it down here.
May I speak to you outside, Mr. Kane?
Doctor's not through in here yet.
This is merely a preliminary exam, Mr. Kane. Can't fully treat her until the admitting papers have been filled out.
I don't want to leave her alone.
She'll be fine. But I suggest you don't delay my fully treating her and any longer than is necessary.
This way, please.
What do you want me to sign?
Well, after I get the information, you'll have to sign this form. Now, what medical insurance will be covering the patient?
No insurance. This should cover the cost.
All right, you'll settle the bill today, then.
Yes, is that it?
Mr. Kane, you haven't given us the name of the patient.
Susan. Susan Kane.
Your wife?
Sister.
Age?
25.
Right, if you could fill out the rest of this information on your sister and yourself, Mr. Kane, I'd appreciate it.
Well, I think the setups and everything are pretty obvious. We got a couple of specialty drinks, my favorite being the deep sea diver. And, yeah, and the bartender's guide is listed right over here above the cash register. Now, the phone numbers for the 3 cab companies are right over here by the phone. You see, it is a free call for anybody who wants to call a cab. Now, I know it's difficult, but actually, the most important part about your job is going to be making sure that anybody who's had too much to drink does not leave this restaurant and get behind the wheel of the car. Sounds simple, doesn't it? Got any questions?
No.
Great. Now, not you. Hey, Perlette. You'll do well. I forgot to tell you about her. Her name is Jane. She is a very dangerous person.
He is the one you have to look out for. He never watches where he's going.
You look up the word klutz in the dictionary. Klutz. It's got a picture of Jane right beside the word.
You know, I think you deliberately knocked this out of my hand just so you wouldn't have to do the dishes.
Oh, I did. That's not a bad idea. You know that? I mean, how do you like that? Paper plates, plastic cups, knives, and everything. I never...
The place goes to hell.
All right. Hercules, unchained.
How you doing, Pop?
Thanks, man.
All right.
Something tells me pretty sure I got a promise for you not to take any chances.
Oh, don't be mad at me. Look, I'm all right. And besides, now everyone knows that you didn't hurt anybody.
Yeah, we never doubted that from the beginning. Welcome home, boss.
What did you find?
Kane, your sister appears to have 2 serious hematomas that would indicate rather severe blows to the head. I've ordered x-rays taken to ascertain their severity, but I wondered if you could help us determine the possible cause.
She took a fall off a pretty steep cliff. You know, the rocks in these mountains. Must have hit her head when she fell.
Yes, that would also explain the other, less serious contusions.
Can I go in now?
Yes.
I was just out in the hall. Everything's fine.
We'll be taking her to x-ray in a few minutes, and we have some additional tests I want to run.
I'll be going in with her.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Kane, but visitors aren't allowed in some areas of the
I'm not
hospital.
a visitor.
Or even family. I'm afraid the hospital has some strict rules about that
Well,
sort
you
of
just
thing.
have to bend the rules this time.
If I did that, every patient would be expected
Look,
to...
I am going in with her. We don't have to discuss it anymore, all right?
I'm going in with her.
I'll make the arrangements.
Everything's fine. I won't let anything happen to you.
Jane, there's a phone call for you. Look, I got an order out on another table to clear. Take a message for me, okay? I was hoping you'd be here. Do you mind if I sit down?
Oh, sure, go ahead.
Where was it that you had to go?
I went over to Cuisine's. To Cruz's beach house.
Dr. Cruz?
Yeah. I don't know why I went over there, though. It's stupid. Just couldn't go over to the house. Mom and Dad are just walking around the house like in total daze. There's nothing I can say to them.
What do you want to say?
Just right now, I don't know. I mean, I feel... I don't know, so many stupid and meaningless things are going through my head.
No, try me, please. You want her to meet you at 7 o'clock at your place and bring Johnny's stuff? Oh, I'll see that she gets the message, Mr. Wallace.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
come in. Come in, don't come in.
Cruz,
Yeah.
I'm really sorry to bother you, but Brick is waiting outside. He'd really like to see you.
Brick's here?
Yeah. Timmons finally released him, and he went over to my place to pick up Johnny. He cares about you. He said he wouldn't stay long, but he would really like to see you.
Oh, he should have come in. Tell him to come on in.
Okay.
How you doing? How am I doing? I'm hanging, man. I'm hanging. Look, I know this doesn't sound right, but it's important that I tell you this. You know, the day that you brought me the news about Amy. Cruz, all I remember about that day was you standing there with Eden. And all I remember next is you telling me. And all I remember from then on is that the next few seconds, everything changed for me for good. That I somehow became different. Different from everybody, from you two. And I know that no matter how close you were to me at that moment, you can never understand. Man, I know that you do right now. I just wish you didn't have to. Come here. Yeah.
It must have been hard talking to Cruz. Was it?
Yeah. Everything's hard right now. Or maybe I shouldn't even gone over there. Maybe I made him upset.
No. No, Cruz loved Eden so much. He understands what you were feeling.
I don't know. I just hope I didn't make it worse for her.
Ken, I know how much Eden meant to you. I know she was more than a sister to you. I remember you telling me how with Sophia gone, she...
I gotta go. I need a ride back.
Where are you going?
I don't know. I gotta go back home. I can't hide from them. I gotta make sure Mom and Dad are all right.
I want to go with you.
You know, Brico, you don't have to come back here tonight. A couple of Santa Barbara sours right over here. You know, why don't you go over to Lionel's place and get Minx to do a little shatsu on you?
Well, I was hoping that Jane maybe would come back with me first.
Well, that's all right. I mean, she's been busy all day. She probably doesn't get off tonight.
to meet you at your place, Mr. Wallace.
I didn't say anything about meeting her back there.
Well, yeah, you did. You called.
I didn't call. What?
You didn't? Well, then someone called pretending he was you, and he asked Jane to meet him at your place
Ken.
at 7.
Okay, call the police, send them right over to Brika place.
Rick! Rick? Rick, I brought Johnny's things. Hello?
Right on time.
We don't have time for fun and games. Like Quick Curl says, you're the only witness. And I can't let a witness run around loose now, can I?
Cruz, got a couple signatures I need from you, and then I'll get out of your hair.
What signatures?
It's concerning the first arrest, Brick. He's out, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, I didn't have to deliver those. I wanted to tell you that, that message, I didn't know. I mean, I never would have left that if I'd known what had happened, so.
What message?
You're making a fool out of myself. Listen, don't play it. I didn't mean that. I didn't know what happened. Just erase it.
What's the message?
Listen.
Here's your message.
Don't play it.
Get away.
I guess you're still off in the mountains with Blondie. Word has it you finally made an honest woman of her. The only thing I can figure is she wants to rub old Cece's nose in it by marrying you. And when you get back into town, take a little break to get vertical, okay? Try to make time to call me on business. But hey, I mean, if you're not interested in hanging on to your two-bit job now that you've legally got your hands on Eden's money, it's okay.
Hey, look,
Shut up. Shut up.
Oh, while the two of you are at it, plan a nice wet one on her for me, will you, Castillo?
I would never have left that if I knew what had happened. I didn't mean that.
You outdid yourself.
I'm sorry.
Hey, shut up!
Hi, Cruz. I'm running late, and I can hear you right now saying what else is new. But I promise I'll be there very soon, so get out that champagne.
You can close your eyes now. I'm not going anywhere. I know these tests have been really hard on you. You just sleep, little lady. Just sleep. Did you get the results of those tests?
We have the x-rays, but I want to run a second series of tests into a spinal.
You've given her everything you've got going here. I don't understand why you have to do any more.
Because I have to be certain.
You know what?
I'll tell you after we've run the tests.
No. You tell me now.
Mr. Kane, I'm afraid the prognosis isn't good.
If you hadn't seen me, you wouldn't have to die. But now there's just no way around it. You know, and since you were so desperate to see who I was, I think the best thing that you should see for the last thing in your life is my face.
Hey, Jane!
You hear me?
Jane!
Man, this is so weird. The things you think of when you go through something like this.
What are you thinking about?
A crazy little dance I went to when I was in 7th grade. It's one of those dances you go to with your parents and socialize. I was really looking forward to it. And I had it all planned out. I was going with, Wendy Stewart. But my dad couldn't go at the last minute. He got a call for business or something. So I had to cancel out. I had to, in fact, pretend that I was sick for Wendy. But Eden knew right from the beginning that something was going on.
What'd she do?
Well, she didn't tell me. But she called up the school, and she managed somehow to take the place of my dad. And she came into my room, and she acted, really cheery because she was happy about doing this. And I couldn't believe it. I didn't want her to go to my dance. I mean, all the kids would, totally laugh at me. But she wouldn't take no for an answer. In fact, she called up Wendy and said that I miraculously recovered. I was positive this was going to be the most embarrassing night of my life.
I get this feeling it wasn't.
No, it certainly wasn't. It was incredible. I mean, she had every guy eating out of the palm of her hand. I don't know, she was just, I mean, she was teaching us dances.
That's great.
And that was an amazing thing, though. I don't know how she managed to do this, but she didn't take over. This is kind of hard to explain. She just made us all feel just so happy. I mean, we were friends more than we had ever been after that night. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, Eden did that for me, too. She was beautiful, and she had everything anyone could ever want. But I never resented her because she cared so much for me.
Yeah.
She makes people feel good about themselves.
That's what it boils down to, pretty much. Yeah, after that night, that whole week, everybody was telling me that they wanted to marry a girl like Eden. It's getting late. Why don't I just kind of take you back home?
I'd like to stay with you, if you don't mind.
Yeah. I like that, actually.
I've got a surprise for us for dinner, so if you start the fire and ice the champagne, we'll be all set. Please don't be angry at me for being late again. I love you, and I promise to change my ways. From now on, I'll be wherever you want me, whenever you want me there. I'll be right home. Bye.
What's going on here? Keith, what are you doing here?
I had some papers for him to sign. I wanted to apologize for a message I left on his machine.
Forget about it.
Sorry. It's not fair.
Are you all right? Do you want me to stick around?
No.
You know, I'm right next door if you need me.
Got a surprise for us for dinner, so if you start the fire and ice the champagne, we'll be all set. Please don't be angry at me for being late again. I love you, and I promise to change my ways. From now on, I'll be wherever you want me, whenever you want me there. I'll be right home. Bye.
Sedation's taken effect.
Hey, just give it to me straight, Doc. I mean, you said the prognosis wasn't good. What does that mean exactly?
It appears she suffered severe damage to her spinal cord tissue and the lower motor neurons.
How long till she can walk again?
I'm sorry, Mr. Kane, but she won't be able to walk.
For how long? What can you do for her?
There's nothing I can do, I'm afraid. Medical technology will enable your sister to regain a certain degree of independence, but she's never going to be able to walk again.
I'm Bryant Gumbel. Tomorrow morning on Today, the latest perspective on the arms talks in Geneva.
I'm Jane Pauley, also Frankie and Annette and Peter O'Toole.
Join us tomorrow morning on Today.